your pediatrician as a partner in your child's care, following their health journey from birth to young adulthood. Today, we are going to take a look at some of the most common reasons you may need to visit your child's doctor this fall. Let's go. This time of year, Dr. Victoria Reagan sees a lot of kids.
When kids go back to school, you tend to see a lot of illnesses right away. And part of it is they've been away from each other, although they've been at camps and stuff, but still spread out and apart. And it's summer, and so not as many viruses are as popular. But they get back to school and they're close together, and despite the fact that we try to encourage them to use good hand washing techniques, that doesn't always happen. And so they're touching and sharing, and the virus cycle starts.
And what are we looking at when we say the virus cycle? It's colds, there's flus, there's RSV.
Yeah, there's croup. I mean, it's a little bit of everything. It's mainly the respiratory viruses. Usually just causes the cold symptoms, the upper airway, where you'll see the nose congestion and runny nose and sore throat, maybe some, watery eyes. But some of these viruses, like flu and RSV, can actually progress and go into the lungs themselves, and that's when they can have more complications and wind up in the hospital.
So when do we know we have to come see the doctor, and how do we know the difference between a cold, a flu, and RSV?
So most kids have about 10 viruses a year, and predominantly during the school season when they're sharing those germs more frequently. And parents always ask that. It's like, when do I need to come in, when do I don't? But the reality is for children, if they are running fever, especially if they're under the age of 1, and fever means a temperature above 101, definitely it's time to call the doctor and say, hey, this is the symptoms I'm seeing, my child now has fever, should I come in and see you? Older school-age kids, they can have fever for 2 or 3 days, and you can kind of just treat symptomatically, and as long as they're look like they're feeling okay, it's fine to watch them. But if the fever goes higher, if the symptoms last more than 5 days, then it's time to call the doctor and have them checked.
Now RSV is increasing. There's more and more people getting it. What is it?
So RSV's been around a long time. Just since COVID, it became more in the news because it used to be a seasonal virus like the cold, usually occurring October through March. Generally, RSV affects children under 2 more, where it's not just the upper respiratory, it can actually go into that lower respiratory complications such as pneumonia. So that's why we kind of worry about it. So it is something that new parents with young infants should be more concerned about, because it can start like just a cold and in 2 or 3 days progress into cause a bad pneumonia.
So that's why you want people to bring their babies into
right. So we tend to be a little proactive, especially during RSV season, and saying it's probably better if you just bring them in. Let's check the baby, even if they don't have fever.
Okay. Also, another thing, as fall comes along, flowers, plants change, and we get those seasonal allergies. People are always saying, "Oh, I don't have a cold. I've just got allergies." But really, how do we tell the difference? Because the symptoms are similar.
The difference with allergies is they tend to have more, like the nose may be a little bit itchier. The eyes may be a little bit redder and itchy as well. Whereas the cold, nose doesn't typically itch as much. It's maybe just runny. You may have that postnasal drip that causes the cough, whereas allergies is, again, the nose is more itchy than just, and the mucus tends to be thinner.
Food allergies are a really big thing for families, and it's been a real increase in kids that are allergic to certain types of food.
Yeah, we've over the last 10 years in particular, we've really seen an increase in the number of children that have the peanut allergy, which is the most common one that parents are aware of. And it's better to introduce food allergens early, starting as young as 4 months, to help decrease the prevalence of these serious food allergies in children.
So Memorial Hermann has a partnership with Ready Set Food. Let's talk about this.
Yeah, so Ready Set Food is a commercial product that's available to help introduce food allergens at a younger age. So they've taken the science behind the food allergens and concentrated say peanut allergen into a product that you can mix in either with breast milk or formula, so they can be introduced to the allergen in the right amount to help the child not develop a food allergy. And they have it for different stages, starting at 4 months all the way through almost their first birthday, that they can kind of use this supplementary product to make sure their child's getting enough of the food allergen to decrease their child's incidence of developing a true food allergy as they get older.
There's no danger, is it? Like if your child has got a peanut allergy, even at 4 months?
Correct. So, I mean, it's pretty rare to have one right off the bat. Generally, food allergens, it takes a couple introductions of that food for it to trigger the true food allergy reaction. And so it is safe. So even if they were, say there's a family history of peanut allergy, introducing that young, the studies actually show that it makes it less likely for them to develop a true food allergy later.
You have a great nugget of information for parents as kids are now back at school.
Yeah. Main thing is remind them again about hand washing, and to remember to use the birthday song when they're washing their hands in the restrooms and such. Because hand washing is the key to preventing the spread of viruses, and that's a simple thing that everyone can do. And just a reminder to the kids is wash your hands, wash your hands. There is a reason I tell them to do that.
Well, that's a great reminder. You know, I had a basketball coach who would always say, wash your hands, wash your hands. And we would say, okay, coach, we're going to go wash our hands. But, you know, it was just a country coach.
I've heard that many times before. Whether you're washing or washing, just do it.
Yes, absolutely.
Great reminder. Thank you,
Really
Mel.
good.
For more info, you can visit memorialhermann.org/CMHP, or you can call 713-814-2900.